Japanese stuff that came in. I'm going to go over the slabs that I procured here and there. These are all going to be for sale at trade shows that I vend, just because they're more economical to get from Japan, and I can get some rarer things for less expensive. Starting off with a banger here. This one is probably the big dog of the entire set, but we have a grade 10 plus Charizard EX from 151. And if you've tuned in before, ARS is a Japanese exclusive grading company, so you're only going to get Japanese cards here. So if you're a Japanese collector, this is kind of the best way to show and display your cards. So you get the grade 10 plus there. Grade 10 plus is just below or equivalent to a black label. There's more pops in these than the black label, relatively speaking, but it's impossible to know the exact difference. Beautiful card. This one will definitely be a showcase piece. I found in terms of displaying cards and getting interest from people at card shows, it's good to have a mixture of high-end stuff and a mixture of low-end stuff, approachable things. This is definitely going to be like one of those discussion pieces, a grail piece for somebody, and I can get good margin on these versus what I pay for them. So that one is going to be a creme de la creme display piece for sure. And I've got a bunch of ARS slabs as well as some PSA that I have in this order. The reason I put this order in was I found a couple of really good sets of boxes that I could get for very inexpensively, like 30 to 35 bucks, including like 151 in a set of boxes there. I got a pair of these, and I can make, again, good margin on these guys here. This is a sequential set in the, other way around, Charizard and Mewtwo PSA 10 from V-Star Universe. V-Star Universe, probably the best set Pokemon has ever created. So these ones, I have a pair of these for myself. I had a pair in ARS 10 plus as well. I sold those. And this is just one where if you want to, if you've never seen this before, or if you're at a card show, you come up and you're like, wow, those things are sick. How much is that? I'm interested. And if you know, that's also very cool to display because you have that sequential number there in the PSA certs. Fairly inexpensive in terms of, you know, it's not going to be a $100 each card, but, you know, 60 to $70 card each. 120, 140 out the door. What is this? This is heavy. Whatever's in this one. This might be a couple of ARS slabs, is my guess. I was going to try and stream the card shows that I'm vending on YouTube, but it looks like I'll probably have to do Twitch for that, just due to the fact that we have to get 50 subs, and that's not looking very likely on YouTube. It's just so. If you do sub, appreciate it. I can maybe stream on here, but otherwise I'll throw up a Twitch channel and see how that does there. Here's just a pair of the Pikachus from 151. Beautiful looking card, absolutely spectacular. If you're interested in Pikachu, those are some grade 10s on those. Nice little display piece. If you need a slab in those, it's definitely one where you can display it nicely. I really think that Japanese cards and boxes in particular are going to do well over the coming year or month or so. Not year or month, excuse me, but year or months. I'll do a separate video on that, but basically there's a lot of economic tailwinds that point to people buying riskier stuff, and then the dollar is weakening versus the yen. Excuse me while I adjust my camera. So those kind of things are playing into the reason why I think Japanese will do very, very well in the future here. This presentation is a little bit different. Fall, I'm coming down with a cold, so excuse me if I sound a little stuffy. Excuse me while I stop shaking the camera too. All right, there's an ARS slab here. Okay, I know which one this one is. This one was very cheap in terms of how much it was, but it was also really, really good, I felt, in terms of the quality of the card. So, Full Art Trainer's not getting a lot of love lately, but this one is Boss's Orders from, I believe that's 151, right? Or is it something else? It'll say on the back of the card. Yeah, Boss's Orders from, it's a special art rare, 2023. I would have to read what set that's from. I think that's from 151, SV1A. That is, no, it's not 151. That's Violet? No, I'm not sure. I am completely incompetent when I don't have the English in front of me. But it's one of those things that I think there's going to be somebody out there who will want this card. The sleeve it's in is not very good. I'm actually taking it out of that sleeve because it looks kind of junky the way that it's displayed, and show off the actual texture of that card. But it looks gorgeous in the pictures. There we go. That looks nicer for sure. Beautiful card. Not expensive in terms of what it is that it costs, but I definitely think that somebody interested in a high-end Full Art Trainer, especially Japanese, might be interested in that. Very cool how he's kind of there moving like chess pieces across the map. Love that one. What else do we got here? I don't know how things are doing for everybody else in the hobby, but it's kind of picking up a little steam lately, but it's also a little quiet at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. There's little buys here and there, a little interest here and there, but it's also just coming out of the slow season into the busy season, so it might just need a month or two for people to kind of loosen up on their wallets and to really engage with the hobby a little bit more. This one is a cool one. I couldn't find a 10+10+ replacement of the Charizard and Mewtwo fighting for V-Star Universe, but there is a 10+ and a 10. I don't believe these are sequential, not that it matters when it's ARS, because ARS is kind of a novelty enough. But the sequentials are available for PSA all day long, especially on Japanese websites, if you know where to look. And if you don't know where to look, and you're like, well, why don't you just tell me where to look? You can go on Mercari. Mercari Bai is the kind of way to get Japanese slabs at Japanese prices with like a little bit of a discount versus what you can get them here on eBay in particular from. eBay prices are jacked up as compared to Bai. So, excuse me. There we have the Mewtwo V-Star. That's the 10+. Oh, that's the 10. Here's the 10+ in the Charizard. So a nice one to have for selling. And I can pair that up. I think I have an extra Charizard. So I can actually have the Charizard 10+ as a solo, and then the Mewtwo and Charizard together to make that beautiful display piece. If you don't have a pair of these in your collection, I highly recommend it. These are they're future iconic pieces, I feel like, because of the nature of it being two cards. The art goes together. One of the best sets of all time. Yeah, I love it to death in terms of how those look in display. What else we got here? We should have a couple more slabs to move. Okay, this is another sequential of the Charizard and Mewtwo. I'm not going to open that one up because we've seen that in two different slab types. What else we got here? I think we're going to have one more ARS slab. No, it's a PSA slab. This one's for the personal collection. I didn't have this one, and they came down in price a lot, so I was interested. This is a Rayquaza character rare from VMAX Climax. And I'll open that one up because it's going to stay with me most likely. That one that's 3 years old at this point. The VMAX Climax was released, and these This one here, with it being Rayquaza plus, is that Elisa? I'm not sure. But I wanted that card for a while. Never found it at a price that I was willing to pay. But with the character rares, trainer gallery cards coming down in price, beautiful, beautiful card. Nice Rayquaza VMAX. I really like that card at a level of the alt arts or kind of similar to them, but it's one that I'm very happy to have in the collection for sure. That was only about $40. And finally, we have the actual, somebody had a sale on a box that they had sent off of the ARS10s, and I think one ARS9. So if you've never seen a unboxing of a ARS graded card company set, here is that. I have never seen this box before. I don't read Japanese, but it is one of those things where I'll be a one-time thing to be able to just kind of see and look at it and see how they send them off. Thank you for using our service, ARS, all employees. Okay, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 cards. It was on as a deal. I'm gonna mess up these trainers so bad. But here is a full art trainer. This one is a 10 plus. And that one is, oh, it's not Dendra. The only one that's coming to mind is Dendra. Bay? It's not Bay. Not sure who that is off the top of my head. I have to look it up. S6K, Sword and Shield 6, so, and then 82 SR. So that one's great. I've got the certs that go along with it and a different pack that it came with. It was kind of outside of this one. And then this one is another full art trainer, super rare. That one is, I have no idea. I just honestly don't know. That one is from S10. What is that? Is that Dark Phantasma? No. That would be that's after Dark Phantasma. That is right around Paradigm Trigger. So that would be, who would that be? Oh, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyways, another full art trainer. If that's only a 9, that's I think the 1 9 in the box. But if anybody is interested in full art trainers, these will be for sale. Leafeon V-Star alt art from the V-Star universe. Beautiful card. Graded to 10. Love the way that looks. We got the Charizard. Here's what I was talking about. I think I had another Charizard in a straight 10, and that's going to be a straight 10. So I'll swap that with the 10 plus. That way, when I'm selling this together, it is a set of 10s, and then I can have the 10 plus to sell on its own for a Charizard fan. So I'll keep those together and I'll spread those up for the display table. And that's Gresha, I think that one is. 2023 super rare. And again, a 10. All right, the big dog's coming up here, I think. Let's see if it's next or the one after that. Oh, no, this one was really, really low pop. This is 2019 hyper rare. That is Greninja and Zoroark tag team. Ooh, that's a very, very shiny card. I like the way that it's kind of got like the striation marks in the background. That one is a graded 10. Beautiful, beautiful rainbow rare. I know rainbows aren't people's favorite anymore, but that is a lovely, lovely piece. This was the one that really interested me in this collection. This is the Arceus V-Star in a 10 plus. So if there's any Arceus fans, this will definitely draw some eyes. I have a sequential set in PSA 10s of all 4 of the golds from V-Star Universe. That one, I think I can make good margin on. We'll see how it catches eyes at the upcoming trade shows. But this is something to where if you're a Arceus fan, you're a V-Star Universe fan, oh boy, that I think it looks as good as the Giratina, but at the same time, I'm more of a fan of Arceus than I am Giratina to begin with. So a 10 plus in the Arceus V-Star from V-Star Universe. Great, great card display. And then if you were saying, no, Arceus is not it, Giratina is it. The way that this looks in person is absolutely wild. I'm not gonna lie. The way that the like wavy print lines on this are just spectacular. It is a breathtaking card in every sense of the word. This one only got a 10, but I'm not gonna kick it out of the bed for eating crackers. That's for damn sure. We'll see what kind of questions I get at card shows about these ones. But this one is going to be going with the Arceus side-by-side and display, and we'll see what people think about them. So that's the unboxing video in terms of the ARS slabs. I'll have to do a video on, you know, what grading services / slabs I think look the best. And for me, you know, spoiler alert, these ARS slabs, the weightiness of how they feel, I can't understate that. I've said that probably 5 or 6 times in my videos, but these feel premium. And that's difficult to do in a slab because of how light, you know, these plastics and these cards are, and how kind of the red and white on those tags is very, you know, generic. But here you've got the engraved metal display, the embossed ARS tag underneath. That card is absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure that I can make most of my money back on the purchase of this set of 8 cards with that one. We shall see. But to recap, the ones that came in this order here, got Arceus, the Giratina. That one's really, I'm interested to see who's wanting that and who's not. A couple of full art trainers. There's the Charizard 10 Plus. I'll have to be careful to make sure that I don't think that one came with a, excuse me, I'll look. I don't think that one came with a special art rare. Which one's that? 100 out of 073. I don't think that the Charizard came with one of these when I was unboxing it. I think that's for the Charizard EX from 151. So let's take a look at that to make sure. Yeah, that's that one right there. 151. Oh, that's the other. I'll have to double check. That's for the boss's orders. So yeah, this is the Charizard. Again, this one is, I'm hoping to move for a really good price. I think that one, it's going to catch a lot of eyes. You know, 151, especially with Japanese, probably not getting a reprint anytime soon. We'll see what people think of this, what they're willing to pay for it. I'm going to list it probably for 400 at the upcoming card shows. I would probably take 300, but I wouldn't take any less than 200 on it. And the comps are going to be impossible to find. I think it's like a pop. In the 10 Plus, it was very low, like pop 15 or 13 or something like that at the time that I got it. Not sure what it is now, but that is a banger of a card. Lots of Charizards, Mewtwo's, Giratinas, Arceuses, Pikachu's in this order. Full art trainers. Don't complicate matters. You know, buy and sell what people like, and you'll be fine in this hobby. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the tour of all the stuff that I got. If you're curious about what boxes I picked up, I stuck to my program. It was a collection of 20 boxes and a collection of 22 boxes. The price for each box broke down to about 30 to 35 bucks. Included some 151, some Clayburst, some Triplet Beat. Can't go wrong. So that's kind of where my head was with that. All right, enjoy. Tell me what you think of these ARS cards. I, for one, as you can tell, am a big fan, and they are a great discussion piece for card shows because people oftentimes have never seen these before. So enjoy.